These are the Daily Tech headlines for Thursday, June 6, 2024. I'm Rob Dunwood. Even though Microsoft is ending support for Windows 10 in October of 2025, the company has reported Windows 10 beta testing for new features and improvements. In a blog post, Microsoft's Windows Insider team said, to bring new features and more improvements to Windows 10 as needed, we need a place to do active feature development with Windows Insiders. Microsoft hasn't said what additional features will come to Windows 10, but the fact that it will get major Windows 10 updates at all is a change of position from last year when the company announced that it was done with major updates. Microsoft says the change is a way to make sure everyone can get the maximum value from their current Windows PC. The Canadian Radio, Television and Telecommunications Commission announced Wednesday that it will levy a 5% fee on all streaming services that generate more than $25 million per year in revenue. The fee applies to both video and music streaming services and comes despite opposition from Amazon, Apple, Disney, Google, Netflix, Paramount, and Spotify. These fees, which are scheduled to take effect in September, will support the Canadian broadcasting system and will provide an estimated $200 million a year in new funding. Nvidia, after shares rose more than 5% on Wednesday, became the second most valuable publicly traded U.S. company, hitting $3.019 trillion in market cap, sitting just behind Microsoft at $3.15 trillion and knocking Apple down to third spot at $2.99 trillion. Nvidia shares have risen more than 24% since the company reported fourth quarter earnings in May and have been on a tear since last year. Nvidia's artificial intelligence business has been the driver for the company's parabolic rise of nearly 3,300% over the last 5 years. A bit of bad news for Humane AI pen owners. The company says they should immediately stop using the charging case that came with the AI pen because there are issues with a third-party battery cell that may pose a fire safety risk. The AI pen itself, the magnetic battery booster, and its charging pad are not affected. The company is offering 2 free months of the subscription service required to operate the AI pen in recompense for the faulty charging case, but it is not said if it will offer a replacement for the charging case. Google has announced that it is acquiring Cameo, the software virtualization company it partnered with last year to deliver a virtual application experience for legacy Windows desktops that was integrated into Chrome OS. Cameo's virtual app delivery, or VAD integration into Chrome OS, allows businesses to run virtualized Windows apps on Chrome OS without exposing a full version of Windows, essentially making virtualized apps feel like they're running on Chrome OS side by side with Chrome and other web apps. Stock trading platform Robinhood announced that it is acquiring crypto exchange Bitstamp in a deal worth nearly $200 million and is expected to close in the first half of 2025. Bitstamp currently holds more than 50 licenses across Europe, Asia, and the U.S. and will better position Robinhood to target retail and institutional crypto investors in those regions. Robinhood's crypto general manager Johan Kerbert said, the acquisition of Bitstamp is a major step in growing our crypto business, and the Bitstamp team has established one of the strongest reputations across retail and institutional crypto investors. The online marketplace eBay announced Wednesday that it will stop accepting American Express credit cards starting August 17th. In a statement, eBay said after careful consideration, eBay has decided to no longer accept American Express globally effective August 17 due to the unacceptably high fees American Express charges for processing credit card transactions. Amex and eBay, according to Bloomberg reporting, have been negotiating the cost of the network's processing fees, but the two companies were seemingly unable to reach an agreement. Google Maps, in an effort to increase security and better protect privacy, is changing the way that it handles location history. Google currently backs up location data to the cloud, but with this change, will start storing it locally on your device. In an email sent to users, Google says you have until December 1st to save all your travels to your mobile device before it starts deleting your old data. Google will attempt to move 90 days of travel history to the first device that connects to a Google account if the new timeline settings have not been enabled. After December 1st, users will no longer be able to access their timeline from the web. And finally, in other Google Maps news, public restroom locations have been added as a map layer created by New York City via the My Map tool, which allows users to create their own maps. The map layer, which can be accessed via on.nyc.gov/restroom, shows nearly 1,000 public restrooms across all 5 boroughs and show up as color-coded icons with green for restrooms operated by NYC Parks, light blue for transit locations, black for public libraries, and gray for privately owned public spaces. For more discussion of the tech news of the day, subscribe to dailytechnewsshow.com. And if you enjoy the show, remember to tell a friend to check us out. Thanks for listening. We'll talk to you next time.